Oh, hello. Sorry, you caught me trying to fix MAKITA man's helmet. I don't know why do I always get stuck with his stuff? I don't know. Why do I always get stuck with his helmet? And it gets a bit knocked about. Why am I doing this? Apparently, I don't know why. MAKITA man wants to go to Glastonbury Festival, which I'm going to tomorrow or the day after. So apparently MAKITA man wants to go, and he wants to check all the infrastructure. He wants to check all the bolts are tight and everything's screwed up and everything's safe. So watch out for MAKITA man. He's going to be at Glastonbury. Anyway, today's video, there's been a little bit of a teaser. I did a quiz about this in a previous short video about the differences between these two impact drivers. So this is the original MAKITA impact driver. This is the TD173. This is MAKITA's flagship impact driver. What they've done, they've got the glow ring on the front and they've moved the battery compartment into the middle and they've put the control panel on the back. Now currently, as we speak, this model isn't available in Europe yet. If you want it, you have to get it from Japan. I haven't got a release date. I don't know any release dates for these MAKITA tools, but the TD173 is not available in Europe. I'm not even sure if you can get it in America. But anyway, pretty much this has been out, not quite a year, maybe just under a year. And then a few months later, they made a copy. A company from China made a copy of it. So, copy MAKITA tools. And when I saw this, I had no intention of buying it. But I don't know. It got me interest, you know, it got me interest. And I wanted to get it just to see how different it was. It's clever, I suppose. It's clever. I don't agree with copy tools. But I guess they sell them. If there is a market for copy tools, anyone who knows about power tools a little bit would be able to recognise this drill here as the copy MAKITA TD173. I did a little bit of a quiz, and I think I'm going to put up on the screen who won the quiz about how many differences in these two impact drivers. I'll go quickly over it. Right. So regarding the copy one to this one, it's slightly bigger. If you look at that, this one, the copy one is slightly longer and slightly fatter and slightly taller. And look at the back there. Look at the back there, how it's flush there on the proper MAKITA tool there. And for some reason, the back end of the copy one is a lot bigger, and it looks a bit daft, that sticking out like that. There is other little differences. To be fair, the colour's not too bad. The colours, you can see it's slightly lighter. The teal on the proper MAKITA is slightly lighter. So this is a little bit more blue. The rubber overmoulding, to be fair, is pretty good. But some of the fonts are a little bit different. See, the font on that brushless there is different on the two models. And also, you see here, this MAKITA emblem is actually moulded in from the inside. It's like a white moulding that's been extruded from the inside, and that is just painted there. And then I think the actual brushless motor bit is similar. Have a look at the front here. Hang on, let me just get the light off on that one. You see this little aluminium bit there? That's shorter on this one, and this one's slightly rougher and longer. If you press this, it shows up green on that one and blue on that one. And look at the difference in the actual LED glow rings. This one is, the MAKITA one is a lot better. It's a lot brighter. So what we're going to do now is, first things first, this is going to be a little bit Heath Robinson. I've seen this done on another, I think it's that Addicted to Tools guy from Australia did this. It's the old shake test. So I've come in a little bit so we can get the sound a little bit. A little bit. I don't know where that's coming from, but everything is very tightly packaged in there and there's nothing rattling around. Wait till you hear this one. What's going on in there? The battery's loose to start with. on the proper Makita battery connectors, it's got these little neoprene bushes, and on the copy one, it's all sort of rattling around a bit. So, in regarding, not so much, well, look at that, hardly anything. Sounds like it's got a load of bloody marbles in it. We'll see how it sounds, see how this one sounds. Ooh, sweet as a note that one is. That sounds like a Ferrari. Let's listen to this one. Oh. Ooh. Sounds like a Morris Minor or something. So we're going to get both impact drivers on number 4. There we go. They've both got 2 6-amp batteries charged up. Yep. And we've got a log. This is actually ash. So we've got 8 screws in here. These are 2.5-inch 10s. Don't ask me what it is in metric, because I don't know. This is a 2.5-inch 10 screw. Well, 8 of them. They're actually concept screws, so they've got a special bit on. So what we'll do first, we'll do the copy one, and we're gonna drive 4 of these screws in and see how it does. Now we're not gonna do the timing thing. We're not with that kind of channel. We're just gonna see how it performs. Not bad, not bad. That's the copy one. Let's try the original Makita one. Oh, a different league, a different league. To be fair, it didn't do too bad. So we're not going to drive some massive fixings in, but we've got these. These are lag screws, I think the Americans call them. I'd call that a coach screw. But we're going to see if we can drive one of these in. So let's go with this and see how the copy Makita performs. Oh dear, oh dear, it does not like that at all. Hang on, I've got it. No, that's no good. I've dropped the bloody other bolt now. Oh, hang on. Thank you, my dear. She's picking it up. Okay, let's see if the proper Makita impact driver will do it. Might be an idea if I put the bit in. Right. Now then, who thinks it's going to do it? Or who thinks it's going to drive it further in than this or all the way in? Let me see. Let me think about it. Yeah, it's going to do it. It's going to do it, so. Even though the kind of ratings are the same, I think this is going to boss it. Okay, we'll see anyway. It's quite, going into ash, it's quite into the centre of the wood. It's quite hard going. So, hang on. No bother, let's get the other one in. Well, let's have to get that one out. Ow! Anyway, let's see if the copy one will be able to take this bolt out. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try it again on the outside of the wood there, see if it's a little bit softer. I don't know if it is. It's done it. Ooh, smoking. Right, let's do a little bit of a heat test. I'm not going to get the proper, I haven't got one of them temperature sensors. I'm going to use my hands. So, this one, tiny little bit worn. I know I haven't done it, I've only put a few screws in, but hardly anything. Even on the hammer head, it's fine. Let's have a feel of this one. Quite warm. Especially the end, yeah, where the collar is. Yeah, well that was interesting, wasn't it? It didn't want to go in, but then it kind of did. It's brand new, this one, so perhaps I don't think tools need bedding in as such, but I'd say this one, the proper Makita one, is not quite twice as good, but I'm quite pleasantly surprised how kind of good it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to work and give it over a few months. I'm going to give it a kind of like a proper hardcore test. And this one, if you haven't got one of these, and you might be waiting to get one from Europe, I think from Japan you can get one for about £140, these TD173s. For small work, it's not for massive bolts. For small work, it's balanced really, really well. So I really recommend this, even if you have to import it from Japan. As soon as it comes out in Europe, I'll let you know where you can buy this. Now this one was about 60 quid off eBay. Coming up in episode 2, let's get these impact drivers apart and look at all the gubbins. Plus, I'll do a Morse code message as a warning about Makita copy drills.